somehow I'm back in singles. Beat Sandy, which was good. But yeah, now up against Ryan, and it's pretty much the same thing for me in singles. I'll come here, I'll play, I'll try to do my best, but I just enjoyed answering questions, maybe watching a couple of new movies, not really studying too much. So good luck, Ryan. I know you've been here a while, you've been here a hot minute, and I've seen you. You're a damn good player, a damn good debater, and I think it's something maybe the second time we've come up against each other, so I'm very much looking forward to this. But it's singles. It is what it is. Let's do it.
So it's good to be back. Ryan, the quote here, going up against Joe. It's been a minute since we've seen each other, as he pointed out earlier on in his promo. It's good to be here. I look forward to going up against Joe. He and I have we may have a few things. Maybe we share a few opinions about certain movies or certain franchises, whatever. I know we're 007 fans, so we respect the James Bond franchise. By the way, No Time to Die. When are you coming out? I want to see that movie, for Pete's sake. The trailer is so good for that. But anyway, this is going to be a good match. I'm going to put my best foot forward, put points on the board, hopefully walk out with a victory, and we'll see what happens. Good luck to Joe, and should be a lot of fun. Let's get it.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Full Metal Movie Trivia Singles Edition. We've got a big match today. With me is Big Papa Jeff Varhu. Jeff, today we got two guys coming from two different angles. We got Joe made his debut, his last match, like he said, beat Full Metal veteran Sandy Robinson for his first win of his singles career. On the flip side, we have Ryan, another big veteran. This is actually Ryan's 5-4. This will be his 10th career Full Metal singles match. So he's been around a while. He's been around the block. So two totally different stories coming in. What are your thoughts on the match?
Like you mentioned already, Joe has been kind of on a hot streak lately. He had a big showing in Full Metal Geek earlier already in this season. He beat Sandy earlier in the season. It looks like he's kind of on the right trajectory upward. The question is, can he keep the consistency going? Because he's going up against a veteran, a very seasoned veteran who's been in some very good pressure cooker situations in Ryan Permison. He is one of the hungriest competitors I have seen come into this ring. Doesn't always go his way, but it always takes one match. This could be the match that could hopefully put him on that right roadway to potentially a singles title. We don't know what can happen, but we've seen some awesome things happen, and I think this is going to be a fun match tonight.
Absolutely will be. Both guys looking for that next big win. And without further ado, let's bring them in. Introducing first, with a record of 1 win and 0 defeats, it is Joe Hut Fuzz Farrelly. And his opponent with a record of 5 wins and 4 losses. It is the quote Ryan Permison. All right, gentlemen, we'll get started with your round number 1. You know how round number works for it, but Jeff's going to tell you anyway. Jeff, you want to give them those round 1 rules?
Absolutely. Round number 1 is very simple. Our competitors are going to get the same 8 questions from 8 different categories of various forms of movie trivia. They will have 15 seconds to write their answers down on a whiteboard, pen and paper, whatever means they have necessary. After those 15 seconds are up, they will then show and say what they have written down. Correct answers are worth 1 point. Incorrect answers get you nothing but that good old dirty shame. If one of our competitors goes perfect for round 1, going 8 for 8, they will have the opportunity to answer a bonus question to go up a maximum of 9 points into round 2. And our housekeeping rules, just keep your hands on screen at all times, and you have 3 repeats and 1 challenge to use.
All right, thank you very much, Jeff. Ryan, are you ready to get started?
Okay, let's ride.
Joe, you ready?
Let's do this.
All right, round number 1, we're going to start the category of recent releases. And your question, in Bill and Ted Face the Music, what 60s rock star is the first musician Billie and Thea go back in time to find for their band? Been having a lot of discussion about this franchise lately. Jeff, what are your thoughts on it?
I always say the first one is just immortal. The second one is fine for what it is. This one, too little too late,
4,
sadly.
3 goes 1, 3, 2 for me. 2, 1 pens down. And we will start with Ryan.
Keith Richards.
And Joe.
Jimi Hendrix.
Jimi Hendrix is correct. Joe picking up the first point of the game there.
All right, first blood is drawn. 1-0 Joe. As we go into your second question tonight in the category of Oscars. Who won the Academy Award for Best Actor for films released in 2013? 2013, good year.
Pretty good year. What are your thoughts on 2021 so far? Any early contenders you see for the Oscars?
No, I don't watch movies very much anymore. This is why I'm retired. So,
Repeat the question.
2. Okay, Joe using his first repeat. Go ahead and hit him with that, Jeff.
Okay, again, your category is Oscars. Who won the Academy Award for Best Actor for films released in 2013? I do lie, though. I did see a couple films. I saw the Mortal Kombat. That was Mortal Kombat. All right.
Definitely an early Best Picture contender.
Oh,
5,
Yeah.
right to the
4,
top.
3,
Ludi Lin is Luke
2,
Kang. Woo!
1. Pens down, and we're going to start with Joe
Matthew McConaughey.
and Ryan.
I say Leo DiCaprio.
Matthew McConaughey is correct for Dallas Buyers Club.
Ah, dang, man.
One I have
saw
seen.
that movie too. That's a good one.
Question number 3 in the category of the 1970s. Who plays Staff Sergeant Michael Vronsky in The Deer Hunter?
Andrew Barr, I know you're watching right now. This movie's great.
Yeah, he does.
I don't care.
He has a really bad take on this movie.
Yes, it is a little long-winded in parts, but come on, this movie is just perfect.
Fantastic.
3, 2, 1. Pens down, please.
All right, and we will start with Ryan this time.
Not my night, guys. Paul Newman.
And Joe.
Christopher Walken.
Both incorrect. Actually, this one was Robert De Niro.
Oh, it was Bobby D. Man, okay.
I was like, Walken was Nicky, but that's
Yeah,
okay. We're thinking, but right church.
You're in
wrong
the- yeah.
but you're good.
But De Niro is too obvious.
Sometimes the obvious answer sometimes is the answer. But we keep going here in question number 4 in the category of coming of age / teen. In American Pie, what instrument does band geek Michelle play?
You play instruments, Jeff? I see a couple behind you.
You can see the guitars, you can see the drums. There's some trumpets back there, so I dabble a little bit once or twice.
Is there any instrument you don't play?
2,
Jeez.
1. Pens down.
The kazoo.
And let's start with Joe
Flute.
and Ryan.
This one time at band camp, I stuck a flute. Was it flute?
It is flute.
All right. We're back
Bring up
to
the censor soon,
Yes.
Permison.
Ryan on the board.
This time.
But then I remembered who I'm playing against, so I thought I'd let him have the quote.
There you go.
Question number 5 comes in the category of crime. In 2018's Widows, who plays Jack Mulligan, a member of the Chicago political family dynasty running for alderman position his family has held for decades?
Ooh, good one.
I have seen this one.
Yeah,
That's a dark
And
film.
this was good.
Yeah.
This was good.
It was. Good crime thriller.
Nice slow burn kind of movie.
5.
Exactly what you need.
4,
And the slow burn worked for me in this one.
2, 1. Let's go back to Ryan first on this one.
I believe it was Colin Farrell.
And Joe.
I hope so. Colin Farrell.
Colin Farrell is correct.
Hope floats in this match, guys. Good job.
Yeah, that's a good movie.
All right. 6th question tonight is going to come to you in the category of my kid's favorite animated. In a Goofy movie, what is the name of the musical artist Max loves and tells Roxanne he's going to see in concert?
Okay, I love the person who ever wrote this question. I love it.
I
love
believe it was my child.
Oh, your child wrote this question? Fantastic.
Miles loves Goofy movie, so you can thank him.
Great questions. Great question.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, and we will start with Joe
Blank.
and Ryan.
Who was he anyway? It's only Powerline Dad, the biggest rock star on the planet.
Powerline is correct.
That's
Ryan
cool.
picked up a point there.
Boom, baby. Love it, love it, love it.
Question number 7, category of biopics. Who plays Mozart in Amadeus? Now, this is one that I really, really love. This is one of my all-time favorite biopics.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to mention. I don't want to mention names because of the question, but the cast is just fantastic. In this.
It is.
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Start with Joe
It's been on my list for so long, I still haven't got around to it.
and Ryan.
It's been on my list for so long. They quoted it in Last Action Hero. It won 8 Oscars. I said Gary Oldman.
No, correct answer is Tom Hulse.
Oh, because I was thinking about Mortal Beloved.
Only know F. Murray Abraham from that movie.
Yeah, that's because of Last Action Hero that I knew that F. Murray Abraham was in that movie.
Once again, right church, wrong pew, everybody, but we're
That's why I didn't write it this time. I know he doesn't play both sides.
All right, no perfect rounds tonight, gentlemen, but we go to our 8th and final question for round 1 in everybody's favorite, say it with me, plot summary. So, name the 2010s film. While on a trip with his fiance's family, a nostalgic screenwriter finds himself mysteriously going back to the 1920s every night.
You can time travel back to any decade. Jeff, where would you go?
Probably the 70s, man. The music. The music in general would be just so much fun.
The music, the movies.
Yeah, it was just it was a simpler time. Plus, gas was like 50 cents a gallon, too.
3, 2, 1, pens down. And we will start with Ryan.
No, got nothing.
And Joe.
Yeah, same.
Correct answer we're looking for. Go ahead, Jeff.
Midnight in Paris was what we were looking for.
Heard of it, haven't seen it yet.
Yeah.
Pretty good movie.
That's on me.
So after round 1, I have a score Joe with 4, Ryan right behind with 3. Is that what you got, Jeff?
Exactly what I got.
All right, so we are going to move on to round number 2. This is the wheel round. Jeff, you want to give them rolls for round number 2?
Absolutely. Round number 2 is going to work just like this. The player in the lead will decide if they would like to go first or second. Then the player going first will decide to bet on either the color of red or black. From then, we will have a wheel of various different movie categories that will be spun. If it lands on the player's chosen color, they will have the opportunity to pick the category for themselves. However, if their opponent's color comes up, the opponent can choose the category for the spinner. If it lands on a category, they can choose to either keep it or respin. Keeping in mind, if they do respin, they will stick with where it lands then. From the chosen category, they will have 4 questions valuing in 2 points apiece. Multiple choice is available, reducing the point spread down to 1. If the answer is incorrect, the opponent can steal the point or points on the table. While I bring up the wheel, you want to read tonight's categories, Kirk?
Absolutely. Categories tonight are family films, Chiwetel Ejiofor, action adventure, directors, The Minnelli Family, which is directed by Vincente or starring Liza or Judy Garland, sports, rom-coms, vampire movies, Joe's Strength of Police Academy films, Ryan's Strength of Mission Impossible films, and of course the colors red or black. Now, Joe, you are in the lead. Would you like to spin first or defer?
Oh, I think I'll stick with the game. My usual and go first, please.
Okay, that means you also get to pick your color, red or black.
Black.
All right, you'll be black. Ryan will be red. And here is your first spin.
Very unique categories on this wheel.
Okay, land on sports. You want to keep that or would you like to spin again?
It's in there as one of the ones I was undecided on. I'm going to spin again.
All right. Here's a spin. This big category you're getting questions in, wherever it lands.
Okay.
Meant to be.
Sports it is.
Sports loves you.
Jeff, you want to go ahead and give Joe his questions in the category of sports?
Absolutely. All right, we got it up. Joe, are you ready?
Why not?
Okay, just remember again, everybody keep your hands where we can see them. No outside shenanigans. Joe, your first question in sports. In The Replacements, what song do the replacement players sing while locked in jail after a bar fight?
Multiple choice.
Your multiple choice options are A, We Will Rock You, B, We Are Family, C, I Will Survive, or D, Are You Ready for Some Football?
A.
A is incorrect. Ryan, a chance for a 1-point steal. Your options one more time are A, We Will Rock You, B, We Are Family, C, I Will Survive, or D, Are You Ready for Some Football?
C as in cat.
C as in cat is correct for a 1-point steal, tying the game. Okay. All right, Joe, second question. Who plays alcoholic assistant coach Shooter Flatch in Hoosiers?
Multiple choice.
Your multiple choice options are A, Peter Fonda, B, Roy Schneider, C, Robert Duvall, or D, Dennis Hopper.
D is in Delta.
D as in Delta is correct for 1 point.
Man, I was ready to steal that too.
All right. Third question in sports. In Warrior, what science subject does Brendan Conlon teach?
Multiple choice.
Your multiple choice options are A, earth science, B, chemistry, C, physics, or D, biology.
B is in Bravo.
B is incorrect. Ryan, a chance for a 1-point steal. Your options one more time are A, earth science, B, chemistry, C, physics, or D, biology.
D as in dog.
That is also incorrect. The answer we were looking for was physics.
Oh, man. Okay.
Dancing around it, but almost.
That would have been my second guess.
All right, Joe, your final question in sports. What is the name of Doc Hudson's former pit crew chief in Cars 3?
Yeah, multiple choice.
Your multiple choice options are A, Junior, B, Smokey, C, Louise, or D, River.
Smokey.
That is correct for 1 point.
I was thinking the same thing. It's like, it can't be much different than that.
That may be the only multiple choice, only one I've got right in this round that I didn't have to guess.
All right, so after Joe's spin, I have a score of Joe with 6 and Ryan with 4. As we bring up the wheel and get the Ryan spin. Ryan, here is your first spin. Joe's color black.
So, Joe, you have the opportunity to choose the category for Ryan tonight. Would you like the categories again?
No, I'll be going with Police Academy.
You make me so happy.
What?
All right, Joe, I'm going to give you Ryan, I'm going to administer those questions in the category of Police Academy. Are you ready for question number 1?
Absolutely fracking not, but let's do it anyway. My goodness, I've only seen one movie in this entire flippin' franchise. Hopefully it'll serve me well.
Let's see how it goes. All right, question number 1. In Police Academy 2, what is the nickname Mahoney goes by when he goes undercover with the Scullions gang?
Ooh, I remember seeing this. Not. Multiple choice.
Is it A, Thumper, B, Crazy Eyes, C, Jughead, or D, Slim?
Ooh. I'm gonna say D as in dog.
That is incorrect. Joe, the opportunity for the 1-point steal.
Of course.
A, Thumper, B, Crazy Eyes, C, Jughead, or D, Slim?
C, Jughead.
That is correct for 1 point.
That was my other guess. What the
rolled with the Archies.
The Archies.
Excuse me, Ryan, question number 2. In Police Academy 4, what specific item of Zed's is the last thing he ever stole before joining the academy?
Oh, this is actually the movie I actually saw 100 years ago. I'm going to need multiple choice on that one, buddy.
All right. Is it A, Rocky and Bullwinkle socks, B, a Bugs Bunny lunchbox, C, an elf doll, or D, Mickey Mouse watch?
Is it possible I can hear those options one more time?
Sure. A, Rocky and Bullwinkle socks, B, a Bugs Bunny lunchbox, C, an elf doll, or D, a Mickey Mouse watch?
I'm going to say the Rocky and Bullwinkle socks.
That is incorrect. Joe, for the 1 point steal, your options are Rocky and Bullwinkle socks, A, B, a Bugs Bunny lunchbox, C, an elf doll, or D, a Mickey Mouse watch?
Mickey! His dad! It's a Mickey Mouse watch.
That is correct for 1 point.
Really? I didn't think it was that at all. I was not thinking D. I was like,
It was when he went into the pool.
Oh, man. I was thinking either the socks or the lunchbox. That were my 2 options.
All right. Question number 3. Who plays Commandant Alexandre Nikolaevich Rakov in Mission to Moscow?
What? Multiple choice?
Is it A, Christopher Lee, B, Scott Thompson, C, Ron Perlman, or D, Greg Berger?
Christopher Lee.
That is correct for 1 point.
Oh, wow. Count Dooku was in that? Okay, great.
Not his finest moment, but it was a moment.
Oh, my God.
All right, and your final question. Wow. Which cadet threw an apple out his police car, causing the giant riot in the first Police Academy?
Oh, I think multiple choice.
Is it A, Hooks, B, Barbara, C, Fackler, or D, Copeland?
Causing the riot. I don't know. I'll say Copeland.
That is incorrect. Joe, for the 1 point still, your options are A, Hooks, B, Barbara, C, Fackler, or D, Copeland.
Fackler.
That is correct for 1 point.
Oh, good, because I was also thinking Barbara, so I wouldn't have been wrong on both counts. Great. Thanks, Jeff.
So Ryan actually able to limit the bleeding a little bit there with 1 point still and going to multiple choice on every question. But after round 2, we have Joan lead with 9 and Ryan with 5. Jeff, can you confirm that score?
9-5. Easy way to make a living.
Yeah.
All right, that takes us
movie I have to see.
That takes us into our wheel round, our deep cuts round, round number 3. And Jeff, do you want to hit them with the rules for round number 3?
Absolutely. Round 3 will work just like this. There will be 1 question worth 2 points and 2 questions worth 4 points each. There is no multiple choice available and also no stealing. A wheel will be spun to determine the movie for each question. Our competitors were given a set of movies a couple days before the match to prepare for. They will have the option to respin only 1 time in round 3, so choose wisely. If a movie has no questions remaining for a respective point value and a player lands on it, they will get a technical respin. The player behind will start answering questions first. Once that player ties or moves ahead of their opponent, the other player will get their first question. And each player will go back and forth answering their questions until a player is mathematically eliminated. And your movies for tonight, gentlemen, that they received a couple days before the match are Irma La Douce. I'm probably butchering that. Close enough. Attack the Block, The Big Lebowski, The Cabin in the Woods, The Color of Money, Videodrome, Whale Rider, and How to Be Single. So,
all right. So, Ryan, you are in second place right now. So we're going to go for your 2 point spin right here. Are you ready for it?
Yeah, let's do it. It's a very diverse wheel.
All right.
Oh, give it that.
And it comes up on Attack the Block. Do you want to keep that for 2 points or do you want to use your respin?
I'll keep it.
All right. And Jeff, you want to go ahead and give Ryan his round 3 questions?
absolutely. All right, Ryan, your 2 point question in Attack the Block. Who plays Pest?
Nick Frost.
That is incorrect. The answer we were looking for was Alex Esmail.
Okay.
All right. And before we continue, just let you guys know you both, Ryan, you do have all 3 your repeats left. Joe, you got 2. And so we're going to go into Ryan's first 4 point spin. Attempt to tie the game up here. Attack the Block again. We're going to keep this, or do we want to respin?
I'll keep it.
All right.
Okay. All right. We're going to take that out. All right. Ryan, to tie the game up and possibly swing it back to Joe, your first 4 point question in Attack the Block. What is Probe's real first name?
Josh.
That is incorrect. The answer we were looking for was Reginald. All right. So we are now in an interesting situation. Ryan must hit this question in order to tie it up. If he does not answer correctly, it will be a technical knockout for Joe.
And here's your final spin. Maybe.
Thanks for the vote of confidence.
Well, I mean, if you want to respin.
No,
do
I
you
got
want to respin?
Heck
Everyone
yes, I want to respin.
Okay, so
no one
it's not your
understands
final
what that is. I don't even know if that's an actual movie. Someone may have thrown it in there as an improv joke. I don't care. Please spin it again. My God. I have no idea what that means. I don't even know what that is.
Somebody out there is calling us uncultured swine.
All right.
Oh, great.
Once again.
Okay, congratulations, Joe.
Yeah, you never know. You never know. All right. Ryan, to tie it up and to stay alive.
All the movies.
Your final question in Attack the Block. When Pest asks Sam if she has a boyfriend, she says yes, and that he's in what country?
What country?
Need an answer in 5.
Repeat the question.
4. Okay, that's your first repeat. Again, when Pest asks Sam if she has a boyfriend, she says yes, and that he's in what country? Need an answer in 5, 4, 3.
Repeat the question.
2. Second repeat, 1 remaining. When Pest asks Sam if she has a boyfriend, she says yes, and that he is in what country? Need an answer in 5, 4, 3.
Amsterdam.
2. And your winner by way of technical knockout, Joe Hot Fuzz Farrelly.
Ghana.
The answer indeed was Ghana.
Never would have pulled that shit.
All right, so that was a I mean, that match was a little tighter than we thought, or might look on paper. But let's go to our post-match interviews. We're going to start with Ryan. Ryan, that's rough. You had a slow start in round number 1. Round 2, just you got a little bit of bad luck. In round 3, I think luck continued on the wheel. I just kept hitting that movie that wasn't up your alley. What are your overall thoughts on the match?
No, because I haven't watched it. I studied a page of it, and that's it. No, honestly, Lady Luck was just not on my side. The wheel gave me. I got opponent's choice in round 2. That's going to be rough to come back from, if not survive. Let alone make a huge comeback in round 3 and win the whole gosh darn thing. So I was behind pretty much almost from the get. It sucks. It's a bummer. It's no fun, but it is what it is. Some good questions in round 1. The power line question. If your kid actually wrote that, Jeff, good on them, because they know their movies very well.
4-year-old genius is what he is.
Yeah, 90s movies specifically. Just saying, 90s kids, we unite. No, this was rough. Not a good day. Those movies. The wheel apparently, for some reason, has a serious attachment to Attack the Block. I don't understand why. And Irma La Duce, whatever the frack that is. Did Andrew Barr put that on the wheel or something? I don't know what's going on backstage. But look, it is what it is. It was fun. Joe's a good guy. He's got a good career ahead of him. He's only just beginning. He's only hit the tip of the iceberg for him, respectively. So good on you, Joe. It was your day, clearly, because the wheel doesn't like me, and the other wheel in round 3 doesn't like me either. So we're going to have some talks about that wheel afterwards. But hopefully I'll come back bigger, faster, stronger than ever. And Jeff, I gave you what you wanted. Let's ride. I gave you some Nick Cage, Gone in 60 Seconds love. So you know what, Kirk? I'm a little tired. I'm a little wired, and I think I deserve a little appreciation for making it through this match with some barbarically hard questions in rounds 2 and 3, respectively.
You make my heart so happy, Permison.
All right, thank you very much, Ryan. We'll see you again soon. Yeah, you're not done out yet.
Thanks for having me.
All right, let's bring in our winner, Joe. All right, Joe. Again, you went 500 in round 1. It looked kind of rough. You struggled a little bit through your wheel spin, but you got to pick up those Police Academy stills, and that's all it took. Your overall thoughts on the match?
Yeah, I've always said with singles, I like to aim for around 50% in round 1, which is what I got. A couple of blanks there, but it is what it is. Sports. I know a lot of sports movies. Just happens to be that I'd only seen one of them. I selected a multiple choice on it, but I'd only seen one of those movies that came up for me. The wheel was definitely on my side for that. That's second spin. Landing on black, getting to give him Police Academy, which I put on the wheel. I figured if people haven't seen them, are they really going to be willing to study all 7? That's my thinking behind putting it on the wheel. And then round 3, I knew 2 of the Attack the Block questions. Didn't remember Probs' real name, but Alex Esmail was one of the ones that said, yeah, that looks like a sort of cast member that could be asked about. And then Garner was one of those ones that goes, yeah, that sounds like a question.
Sure.
When I rewatched it, definitely checked out Whale Rider because of this, Will, and enjoyed that. It's a shame Irma Laduce wasn't on any streaming over here, because just reading the synopsis, cast Jack Lemmon, Shirley MacLaine, I was like, oh, that does look good, but didn't get around to it. But enjoyed watching Lebowski again as well, of course.
All right, well, this puts you at 2-0. And this actually, we haven't talked about it much yet, but coming up the next couple weeks, we're going to start our road to the title, leading to our first title match at the end of the season. And Joe, you're 2-0 now. You are on the road to the title, and your first match will be up against another 2-0 competitor, Robert Kastner. What are your thoughts on that going into that match?
Robert Kastner is a phenomenal player. I've seen him play a lot recently. He is phenomenal. I think he's definitely the better singles player. I'll do what I can. I'll see if I can find another strength like Police Academy that people might be unwilling to study. But yeah, I think look, I've always been honest here about how I do in singles. I think Robert's got this one. In Geek, I think it would be a very different story. Geek is where I go, is where I play, where I try to win titles. Singles just where I go because I like playing this game and I like answering questions about movies. And sometimes it goes in your favor, and sometimes when a wheel presents itself, you get to check out some new movies you haven't seen before. So we'll see what happens. But I would say that I think the ball's in Robert's court with that one.
Well, I mean, you've had success so far. Nothing but success. You're 2-0, and who knows? You might surprise yourself, might surprise some other people. But we will see you very soon for that match. Thank you, Joe. Congratulations on your win.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
All right, Jeff. Final thoughts after that match between Joe and Ryan there.
First of all, I think Joe needs to give himself a little bit more credit.
Yeah.
He did. He's played 2 very good matches against 2 very good opponents. That I think him and Robert playing against each other is going to be one of the best matches of the first round of this upcoming tournament. And it's definitely going to be one I think people definitely need to watch, because they're 2 high-rising competitors who really deserve a shot here. And unfortunately for Ryan, again, it's just another night where he just got snake bitten. Yeah. This is just, it is what it is with the wheel. I mean, obviously, when it's opponent's choice, the tempting offers to go with your strength, and of course, Joe, how many people here besides me would love the Police Academy other than Joe? I've seen all 7, and I don't know how proud I am to admit that, but I have seen all 7 of them. So
well, yeah, picking those round 2 strengths, that's a huge part of the strategy, and paid off for Joe. But yeah, he played a great match, and I agree with you. He has to give himself more credit. He's going to him and Robert will be a great match, and Ryan will back right. And that guy just
he's at 500 right now. So
yeah, he's a 500, and he's a very persevering player. So we'll definitely see him again. But until next time, for Ryan, for Joe. For Big Papa Jeff Varhu, for Brian Michaels behind the scenes, taking care of us. I'm Kirk the Consigliere Kolkowski, and we will see you again soon.